To make some nunchucks, you'll need 4 sticks, 4 pins, sandpaper, some cording, and some duct tape. If you have trouble finding these, you can go to the Broadcasting Sunny shop and you can find a kit of these, but it doesn't have the duct tape. Alright, so the sticks. Okay, for the sticks, you're going to take this one's a 7/8 inch diameter dowel and cut them into 11 to 12 inches long. This one's 11 inches long. Then at one end of each of the sticks, you're going to drill a hole. This hole is 27 64 inch bit. As you can see, it's not completely centered, but that's okay, as long as the integrity of the wall is fine. Go down about 1 to 1 1/4 inches deep into the stick. Do that for each stick. Then you will turn it on its side and drill another hole. And this one will go all the way through. This one is an 11 64 inch bit. This is where the pin will go in. It's 11 64 because that's what this fits in. And now you want to sand each nunchuck or each stick. Sand off both ends for smooth and sand the little hole. So I will do that now. Okay, this has been sanded. As you can see, it's a nice smooth edge. It's not rough. And a couple of tips. I sanded this at a 45-degree angle. This is a little difficult. You can fold your sandpaper in half and just rub against, and what I do is I take a pin and I push it in a little bit so all the extra hairs or whatever goes inside of it. And then here, down here also is a nice, oops, down here is also a nice smooth edge. Oh, and inside here I only did it lightly. Again, folded the sandpaper in half and tried to do it at a 45-degree angle as best I could. Okay. Now what you want to do is get 3 feet or 1 yard of cording. Nice strong cording. What I do, because you want 2 loops, is I loop it around my hand twice. And that way I have my 2 loops at the top. If need be, and you want to make, because this is how it's going to be on the nunchuck. You can open it up like that. And there's your 2 loops. And that will be placed inside here. So now you want to take this double loop and put it down the center, as well as put the pin. The pin will go through there while it's in the stick. And this is kind of difficult to do with behind a camera, but I'm going to attempt. So the trick is to put this in, and as soon as it passes this hole, you put the pin in. So I'm putting it in. There's 1. Oh, there's 2. Take the pin, put it in, and yay, it worked. Pull on it. Yes. And as you can see, there's still 2 loops on the other end. I tried to flatten it out a bit and make sure it's big enough for the pin to go in. Put it in again. And yay, I see it. Shoot. Did that work? Yes, it worked. I had my doubts. Alright. Now you want to set these in between. I like 2 inches. I have read a lot of people do 3 inches, but I do forms with them, and to catch the nunchucks, I find 2 inches work best. But there's enough string for with 3 yards to do it with 3 inches, and I don't think that's any big difference between the 2 and 3 inches. But again, that could be your preference. The knot that I suggest is the Carrick bend knot, which you can get from a YouTube video from Broadcasting Sunny. And it's a nice strong knot, no slippage, and but still easy to get out if you need to take it out and redo it. So if you don't like 2 inches or you don't like 3 inches and you want to adjust, you could do it that way. So go to the Carrick bend knot video. I was working on the Carrick bend knot, and I thought this was a good idea to show how to get it tightened so you still keep about 2 inches. I just pull on the string up to where I want it, and then pull that out. Same here, pull on the outer string to get to where I want it, and then I pull the 2 and keep it. So now you have, this is a nice, like I said, a nice strong knot. So after you finally get the length that you want and you have the knot in, and before you cut off the strings, take a little bit of glue to make sure this knot stays. This is craft glue. Super glue would probably work better. And I put a dot on both sides of the nunchuck, so that way the knot stays. And now to keep these pins in place, you can take some duct tape, and my kids took the fancy duct tape and used that to decorate the entire nunchuck. But you can put glue in here. They have metal to wood glue. You can find it at craft stores. But roll it on neatly, and I find slowly, because it gets air bubbles easily in this duct tape. Okay, there. Yes, I'm using safety scissors. There. That had a nice tearaway. Do it for both sides, and that will make sure that pin stays in place. And you, like I said, you can decorate it or you can keep it natural wood. And there's your nunchucks.